First and foremost, I think it's important to acknowledge that these are families, these are people in our community whose livelihoods have been affected, and this is a difficult time. Um, it happens without question, and in today's turbulent times with respect to tariffs. Sadly, in my ministerial portfolio, particular within the automotive sector, have seen a lot of this with respect to Trump's and these tariffs. Now, here, there's no reason to believe that it's necessarily associated with that. It's the rationale that they're saying is a decline in cereal consumption and traditional cereal. And I mean, I think notionally, I understand that. But it doesn't take away from the difficult nature of these are good jobs. These are good jobs in our community. These are moms and dads that are working hard in our community. And I was there, of course, the province a number of years ago had taken steps to support an investment in tool and machinery. And I think that is the one thing that we as public policymakers always have to be responsive for is helping businesses ultimately when they make decisions on where to expand, where to contract, where to grow. We want to be as competitive as we can. So it's a difficult time. I will directly say, Mark, just because I get updates now daily from the ministry, but we have had a project response team that's been assigned. I prepared some notes, and employment training coordinator, or ETC, has been in contact with the employer. Our service system manager for Muskoka Fleming College, Muskoka, Kawarthas, and Northumberland Fleming College have been engaged and connected with Employment Ontario service providers. They have a labor force advisory group meeting tomorrow, which includes Northumberland Economic Development, and will bring obviously this forward as an agenda item. And to get an action center, which is sort of the last piece within my ministry, an eligible employer like Weetabix would submit an application for funding, and establish a committee which can recommend that action center to the community. So from here, we've done that initial outreach. Taking off my labor hat, just because I have a bit of a dual role here, ministry's been engaged. I've ensured all of the appropriate supports are there that have to be. Now, putting on my MPP hat, that is one thing, I've reached out to the employer to look at the possibility of an action center. I don't know the profile of workers. I don't know whether there's been voluntary packages offered. I don't know the extent to which those conversations have taken place, and whether we put forward an action center to help people with reskilling. If the majority have taken packages out and aren't looking for that, we just want to make sure we tailor the needs for the affected community. But I know, just from anecdotally, constituents, friends of friends, usually giving second, third hand information. This is a difficult time, and not anything, we want to see. We want to attract investment. We want manufacturing to grow. And so it's a difficult time for Cobourg without question.